Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om to all. Welcome back to our class number 12, which we'll be starting with car racing game. Okay. From today, this class and the next class will be the car racing game, but it will be a single player. This is a small example where you can create your game, car racing game. Like how do you play with your left, right arrow keys to win your game with the points and all, right? We'll not have a points over here, just to see that how you can build the backgrounds using your loops, conditions, and how you can create a very basic car racing game for us. Ready, everyone? That's super. So now first I will share my screen to show you how does the car racing game works on. What is the final input on that? So this is how it looks. So when I say the instruction says press space to start, that is space bar to start, and this is the arrow keys which you say to move your car using the arrow. So as the instruction says, I press my space bar on my key, and once I press the space bar, the game starts, and I move my car as a black one. I'll move my car away from the opposite cars. So I'm controlling my alone black car, and the blue and the green which are coming up, it's the opponent's car which is coming. So if again I want to restart, I'm just clicking on it for my game restarts again. So this is a very small basic game which we are building up with a game lab. All right, ready everyone? We shall start with this game. This is very simple. It's just a black color card, which is our own card we are playing up, and two other opponents' cards. And if my card touches any of the green or the blue card, as you saw, so the game ends and it will ask us to an other option where you can restart the game. Come, let's see how you build up with respect to this car racing game. So this is a normal dashboard of a code org, which we do our projects and activities and everything. From here, I say create, and I go to the game lab. We'll be starting with the game lab for the car racing game. So I go to create and the game lab, and since I have logged in, I'll be able to start doing my activity. So whichever the coding is there, just delete them. Okay. And left side, which you see is an output. So I'm just repeating it for you. Left side, which you see is an output, and you have code and animation. Two parts, code and animation. This is to run, and this is the code. So let's see, first we have to have all the images for our game. So what are the images we need? We need a background image. That is the instruction screen first, which it comes. So that instruction screen, and then three cars we need, two opponent cars and our own car, and a road image, as well as we need the last thing is with respect to the restarts. So totally we need 6 of the images. So first we'll search for that. So for that we have to go to first animation, and we need to give some animation. So what are the animation? First we have to give the instruction screen. So we will see, I guess we will not be having the instruction screen. So we'll search in the browser for, instead of putting up with a space bar, let's say that click on space bar, we can give a text. Yeah. This, draw your. I draw my own. I'm just taking a filled rectangle for me. Otherwise, I'll just put a background. Wait a second. I choose one background first, which is nice choosy for my car racing game. Okay, let's take this one. Yeah. So which has a road and everything. I say done. So once this is done, I'm going to put a button. Using a button over here. Right inside it as press space bar. Oh, sorry, one second. Deleted them and over here filling it again. I'm just checking for the instruction image. Let's see if I get it. Just let me download this. So how do you do it? You have to say save image as and save wherever you want it on your screen. I mean onto your system, sorry. I'm preferably doing it on my desktop. It's getting downloaded onto here. Just placing that image up. But not be preferable. That's not coming out on the screen. So, okay, fine. I say space to start. Fine. Yeah, I've done this. So I've just said press space bar to start. So this is my first instruction screen I have. Next, I'm adding up some of the cars. So I need 3 cars. Let me search for the car. That's this one. Will be there. Alright. Oh, what's in I want all this guys. I just want each one in different platform. So first card I have this. So I say there card. Next I'm taking up with respect to another card. None. This is card blue one and one more opponent card I need it. So whichever card you wish you can take it. That's not a problem. Blue car, black car, okay, green car. Fine. So we have our 3 cars. Okay. So starting instruction screen and 3 cars. So let's go into the road now. Road is not nice. The image of the road is not nice. Let's search for here. Preferably take let's say a straight road, not with the turnings of this kind of roads, because when we make the image to move, scroll, it should it should not look like we are having some other things. We had that game, I guess. But for the game roads, it would be preferably good. This is fine for us. Let's download this. But make sure you don't have some cars, otherwise in the game we can see a constant car on there. It's just a background image, right? So we don't need some cars or anything disturbance on the road. Go back here and say upload image. Let's upload the image of our road. Okay, so we have a road image now. So fine. Last is reset, restart image. We'll take a simple thing. Another new animation or upload image, and we'll upload the image of restart. Okay. So we have all the images now. Restart, road, green car, blue car, black car, update car, the desert. The first thing is we have to put all these things onto the screen one by one. But remember that it has to come one by one, not everything to be displayed onto the screen. Okay. First, now we will see how you can put something onto the screen. How is it? First, you have to draw the thing onto your screen. For that, variables, sorry, sprites. In this var sprite, what is var? Var is nothing but a variable. So I'm saying I'm creating a variable called start. Okay, that is the instruction screen. Start screen. With this, where is the location I want to place it? Okay, then I have to set animation. But where is my image? In my animation part. So I say this start part is in my animation. And what is the name I have given? I have given it as, yes, it is desert road. Yeah. So once I have done, I have to go to my word and say draw sprites. Okay. So this will make my animation to be displayed on the screen. So when I say run, see this, press spacebar to start, you can see the image over here. But if you don't put this draw sprite, okay, I'm just resetting without that thing, you cannot see anything. So that means draw sprite has to be there when you have to show something into the screen. So what we'll do, we'll create a function over here and put this draw sprite inside it. Okay. So it's not that for each and everything I want need that. Okay. Now, next thing is we need to have the road. So how do we do it? Again, go to the sprites and take your var, and that is road. Now, where are you taking that? Is already road again. But now, see here. Okay, animation. Sorry, you have to change it to road now. Reset and run. See this? You see this? The road is blocking up the first image. Correct? So let's not do that. We have that means see when I say run, this background image is bigger. But next screen when the road has to come, I don't want this to be very small like this. So that means I have to make this bigger size. So what do I do? When I have to change some of the size of the thing, I will have to use scale. So I say which scale am I changing? Road scale. So I say road and then scale maybe 0.6 would be working, I guess. Oh, sorry, not 6, 0.6. Let's reset and okay, that's too small. Let's make it to 1. It's too small still. It is 5 approximately. It is too big. Okay, let's make it to 3. Okay, this looks better for us, right? So now we have done with the road. Then we need, okay, we have to make this not visible onto the screen, right? So when I say reset run, I should see my start screen alone. So I'll make this road one visible to false. Now when I say run, you see, I don't see the road now, correct? The same thing I have to repeat for all my cars, all the 3 cars, as well as with respect to the restart screen. So I'm doing it a bit faster now. What am I doing? This is player car player, and then I say set animation for player, and that animation name car name is player car. I take this, and I'm setting the scale of it. Maybe to 0.6. Let's see if how much it comes to 0.6. Okay, it is fine for me. Yes, this is for car 1. Car 1, and this is also blue car. I'm setting the scale of it to 0.6 because let all cars be of the same size. So I'm giving them as 0.6. Now, one more thing you can observe it when I say run, can you see this blue car is overlapping the black car is because where I'm placing it. So I'm placing my player car. I want it to be here. When I hover this space, you can see X and Y position over here. So that I'll make it to X as 196 and Y as 356. 196 and this is 356. Okay, now reset and run. You can see the black car is over here. And I want my blue car to be start somewhere over here. So it is 67, 152. This is all in the starting where it has to be placed. It's nothing with respect to the inside once the game starts. Okay. Next is car 1 is done. We get to car 2. So yeah, visible is, I must with the visible. Let me make it visible of this player card. False. And we have set animation of a car too. The green car, scale, and then we have a visibility. To scale to 0.6, car to visible to false. And then I make my green car somewhere with 230 to 131. Right. So now when I say run, I cannot see any one of them because I have made everything as right. Now, next part is to make our, okay, we'll do one thing. We'll just keep this, I need to show one more thing. I'm removing the visibility because I just want you to show how does this car move downwards. Okay. As soon as I click on space bar, the car has to move downwards automatically. Correct? So how can I do that? Is this velocity width. So I say this R1 velocity, if I give it to 3, y velocity. Remember y, because why is it y? When you have something with the, see my mouse, when I change it to the y position over here, the x, when I come down or up, it is the same thing. It's only the y position which is changing up, not the x position. So that means when I have to move up and down, it's with the y. When I have to move left and right, it's with the x. So what I do is with the velocity y, what is velocity is nothing but the speed and the distance. So when I put it to 3, see now when I say run, you can see this blue car is coming automatically downwards. That means the car is moving. So something feels like it is moving. The same thing what I do, I set the velocity of my car to also, and I'm putting it as 5. Now see the difference between the first car and the second car. You see this, the green car is going faster. So it depends on what is the number you give it. Now I'll put the visibility to false for all of them. Last part is a restart screen. So one last one for the restart screen. Okay, done. The restart image is smaller. So let's make the changes of the scale. Yes, it works out. It fits, right? So done. So we have all the things here. Visibility of that. All right. So everything is done. Today's class, according to it, I have the start screen and the road. You're setting the animation, scale, and visible, player, car one, car two, and restart. And we have a drop. So now you have all the things ready for it to display. The only thing is you have to give the movements of a car, I mean a player car, and then we have to do it with the game end or game win, right? Restarting. Once a car touches car one or car two, the opponent's car, the game has to end, right? So these are the things. So we'll just do it one more thing with the car movements, our player car movement. How are we doing it? When touches. So we have sprite is touching. Not touching. We have touches option I prefer. One second. Touching, sorry. Yeah. So we have this. Everything further you will have to put it. Not this. Yeah, if condition. We have to check if the car is touching the car one. So now we go to sprite and say that, oh, sorry, we are moving it, right? So sorry. We are moving it. When press, take this, we'll go to controls and we'll say we have when, while. Okay, we'll use while. We need to have up, no, left or right pressed. There is like pressed, key down. So when key down, which down is it? It's with the left arrow. First we'll do with the left arrow. Once you press with the left arrow, what should change? It should be the velocity. So what am I doing? I am changing the velocity of my player car with, when I move left side, my x is decreasing. So I make it to -3. Okay. And then the same thing while it is pressed with the right arrow key. I want my player velocity to be changed with the x to +3. Okay. So we'll make our player visible to true now, because otherwise we cannot see whether it is moving or not. So run. Okay. Our car is not moving. How is it? Take this out. One minute. My screen is bit stuck. 1 minute. I'm back with that. Okay. We'll do one thing. We'll just check with if condition once. Because if we believe sometimes it comes with if condition. If the down is left, we have clear velocity to x. Take this and put it in here. Since it is left, let me make it to -3. And I'll just check it whether the left is working. Yeah. Yes, my player is moving around. So if works, not with a while, because while is something continuous. Let's not use that. Be down, is right, player velocity x with respect to player 3. Yeah. So now it's fine for us. The player moves left as well as. And one more thing you can observe it can go out of the screen. So I don't want something to go out of the screen. So I'm just putting up as create edges sprite so that it doesn't go out of my screen. And then we have another one to say not to go out of the screen is edges bounces off. Just putting it for my player. Player is bouncing off when he touches the edges. Now run. You can see he doesn't go out of my screen. Right? It's fine. So now I'll make the visibility of my player to false. Okay, so today what and all we have seen? We have seen how to create the images onto the screen, where you have to place it with X and Y position. How do you set the animation with the images with animation and scale visible? So all these things we had seen with today's class. And one more thing is how to make the something to not go out of the screen and with velocity with respect to how it moves. If you say just say velocity, it keeps on moving. And if you give a condition and then moves, it goes according to it, right? So these are the new things which we have learned today. So this is the activity. Please complete the activity. The project will be the same as the activity. So complete this the same thing and submit me for the as a project. So your project is nothing but creating the cars. The cars can be different, the images can be different, everything can be different, but create the same thing. Otherwise, if you feel instead of car racing, I want to do an rocket racing or bike racing, anything is fine for me. But it should be something with respect to a racing, but single player. It is just a single player which you are doing it up now. Okay. All right, hope everyone enjoyed the car racing game. Next class also will be the continuation of this to see when you can get the restart screen visible for us and how we can make everything to be displayed one after the other. Okay, so totally we have 3 screens. So practice all these things and submit me the project as the same thing. Or you can do the slide changes with the images and submit me the project. Okay, bye.